The prosecution rests its case today in the corruption trial of former Alderman Ed Burke. 37 witnesses have already testified in the case.
But today, all eyes were on just one of the witnesses, Danny Solis, the undercover alderman who secretly gathered evidence on political power brokers while working for the government. WGN's Mike Lowe is live at the Dirksen Federal Building with more on the testimony.
Danny Solis entered the Dirksen Federal Building as a former Chicago alderman, but soon had a new title, star witness in one of the city's most consequential corruption trials ever. He's a hostile witness for the defense, having provided the key evidence against Ed Burke. Solis is charged with bribery, but the charge will likely be dismissed if he continues to help the government. In a tense exchange, Burke's defense attorney Chris Gehr began by asking, "Your reason to cooperate with the government was to save yourself, is that correct?" Solis replied, "Yes." Gehr said, "This was not out of some public spirit." Solis said, "I don't know what you mean by public spirit." And Gehr said, "Oh, I know you don't know what I mean by public spirit." Solis's cooperation resulted in hundreds of recordings, and some of them were based on ruses, a technique that the government uses to gauge the motivations of its targets. Gehr grilled Solis on that, saying, "You would lie to people, correct?" "In my role as an undercover, I was lying to people, yes. And you lied to people a lot of the time. Some of the time. We'll see how often as we get on." Gehr honed in on the genesis of the conversation, saying, "It was almost always you reaching out to Mr. Burke." Solis replied, "Yes." Gehr said, "That was because you were trying to help yourself with your own criminal problems, correct?" Solis said, "Yes." Much of the case has centered on Burke's almost mythical power as the man at the center of the city's finances. But Gehr got Solis to testify that Burke's power took a back seat to at least two mayors, starting with Mayor Richard M. Daley, who frequently blocked Burke's initiatives. Gehr said, "If Ed Burke wanted something and you were in a discussion with Mayor Daley about it, Mayor Daley would do the exact opposite." Solis said, "There was a little bit of tension, yes." And about Mayor Rahm Emanuel, Gehr asked, "If there were issues with tax breaks or TIF financing, you could go directly to the mayor, correct?" "I could always go directly to the mayor, yes." "Because he was the most powerful politician in Chicago?" "Yes." Burke is the longest-serving alderman in Chicago history. For much of that tenure, he held the position of Finance Committee chairman. At the courthouse today, there were some of Burke's former council colleagues, Tom Tunney and Proco Joe Moreno. Prosecutors outlined 4 schemes in which Burke allegedly abused his public power for personal, financial gain, and favors. They involved iconic real estate like the old Maine Post Office redevelopment and small-time issues like a permit for a pole sign at a Portage Park Binny's. Prosecutors sought to make the case that no matter how big or small the matter before him, Burke was constantly on the hunt for business for his private law firm and wasn't afraid to apply pressure using the levers of government. Defense attorneys have repeatedly argued that Burke did nothing wrong, that his private business was legal, that he never threatened anyone, and that he operated with an old-school politician's mentality, practicing politics the way it's always been done in Chicago. Burke and his 2 co-defendants have pleaded not guilty to the charges of racketeering, bribery, and extortion. Reporting at the Dirksen Federal Building, Mike Lowe, WGN News.